Hello, we are Geeks Assembled,
Hello.
and today Susan and myself are sitting down discussing a 2009 movie classed as a horror comedy
Mm-hmm.
uh, starring Matthew Horn and James Corden as two young guys who try to escape from the hustle and bustle of life and letdowns of relationships, decide to go for a hiking trip where they discover lesbian vampires. We are talking lesbian vampire killers. Um, we'll go straight to Susan and her opening thoughts on this movie. Over to you, Susan.
Okay, well, I like this movie because of the vicar, but I also like it because it was very, um, it was a lot. There was a lot of satirical stuff about the extremely long-lived vampire woman named Carmilla, who in the lore is a is a vampire who retains youth by bathing in the blood of young virgins. Okay, that's what the lore says. That's what the story was. But this is taking her bit and putting it into a funny and a funny that's kind of like you see these two boys are very susceptible, and they are completely girl crazy. And the um, the trouble is that Fletch is completely seemingly unable to win the girls that are the hottest for the basic basically the idea is that he's a fat bastard, but it's just he's you'd think that he would be able to win him over with his humor because yeah, yeah, he's got the that humorous side. And then Jimmy's ex-girlfriend is problematic because he really wants her to commit, and she doesn't know she will because she's sleeping with somebody else. Anyway, they all end up at this mansion in the country, and unlike Bridgerton or you know um, uh, even unlike the the Monarch of the Glen, this big mansion in the country is not really about family. It's about Carmilla and her girls, and her girls are all these sort of ultra femme lesbians with all this flowy stuff and these great sort of seemingly passionate romantic kisses, but no sex. So I mean, there's really, honestly, no sex. It's just the weirdest thing. It's very hard for me to buy the fact that these are lesbians because there's no sex. I think that they're just kissy. I think that it's just like an ecstasy trip for me. I just think that these girls are just on much ecstasy. But anyway, it's funny. It was it kind of went along at a big clip. I mean, there was the the trope of the foreign students, the foreign girls in a Volkswagen bus traveling through the English countryside, perhaps some Germans, perhaps some, Dutch people. I don't know. They never, but they were they were quite they ended up getting sucked into this whole curse, and everybody turned into a vampire. But there wasn't much food around because the village didn't have a lot of interaction with these ladies, and there was only Jimmy and Fletch, and so I don't know, it's pretty weird. But anyway, I enjoyed it, but I still think it's kind of silly and cheesy, but sometimes you need a little cheese or silliness just to watch. It's none too dramatic. Anyway, it doesn't add anything new to the lore at all, but it's fun. I guess it's fun. Um, Lee, over to you. Opening thoughts on Lesbian Vampire Killers.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst movies I have
Oh
ever
Jesus.
seen. The talent of Paul McGann is absolutely wasted in this movie. That's the only good thing about this movie is he's there, and I just don't know why he is. I can't stand James Corden. He's goddamn awful in anything he does. This
I
was
think
just
I remember that from our Doctor Who review.
uh, this was just an excuse to have knob jokes, fanny jokes, tit jokes.
Hmm.
Uh, there was no real, as you say, it doesn't add anything to the vampire lore. Um, it was, in my opinion, goddamn awful. The jokes were not funny. The humor, it just fell flat for me. Um, I wasted nearly an hour, 90 minutes watching this. But as I say, the only character I was interested in was the vicar played by Paul McGann, and really he wasn't in it much. Um, yeah,
And you
yeah,
say it's the worst movie you've ever seen, ever?
it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Wow, that's amazing.
Um, it, when it comes to scoring this, I don't know what I'm going to do because
Huh.
I mean the effects were well awful, just spraying white gunk. Um, and then making it everybody the thing that make this everybody's interested in lesbian vampires. I'm not. Didn't pique my interest one bit. Um, yeah, I don't know. It fell flat for me, and it fell flat at the box office. Nobody went to see it. Um, yeah, goddamn awful. The acting, as you say, was the German, was the Swiss. The accents were quite dubious.
Hmm.
Um, Matthew Horn as Jimmy wasn't really left much to do because of the scene stealing James Corden. So for some reason, it was all about him. When really, the hero of the movie should have been Matthew Horn, Jimmy, because he was the one, the bloodline.
Hmm.
But they seem to spend more time with Fletch and his tit
Hmm.
joke and giggling away at a knob-shaped handle on a sword. I'm thinking this is just pathetic.
All
Um,
sorts have a knob-shaped handle.
It's I don't know. It was just I don't know what they thought they were going to achieve from this because it didn't do their careers any good. Um, Matthew Horn went back to filming British TV. James Corden decided to go across to America and host a chat show. Paul McGann carries on being a brilliant actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's never let this part phase him. I don't think. I don't know how they talked him into doing it. To be honest. um, yeah, goddamn awful. Apart from that,
Well, like that really was it, you know.
well, there was real no story. There was no story, really, was there? The basic story was uh, bathing in virgin blood, and that's it. To bring back Camilla, and in between that, before a resurrection, it was just tit fanny knob jokes, condoms. And I thought, nah, this is just horrendous. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I always say British humour's the best, but I don't know what happened to this humour. But you found it funny. I don't get it.
Well, I found it funny just for um because um at the time I was watching a lot of stuff that was like this that was French. Jean Jean Dutoit or something, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Um made a whole bunch of movies very similar to this, only with sort of horror undertone, more horror undertone. But this one, okay, this one was also, uh, yeah, I, I felt like the character Jimmy was always sort of like, you know, I, there was sort of like I felt, you get to feel sorry for him a little bit because his girlfriend's screwing around on him, and then she turns around and after finding out that he was going to ask her to marry him, and then she chases him over to the mansion and ends up part of the curse. I mean, you get to you kind of like, Jimmy, drop her, don't let her go. I hope she gets staked, all that stuff. And and uh yeah, other than that, I mean, like, it is just the most incredibly vulgar movie. And in a way,
don't get me, don't get
it's
me wrong.
kind
I
of
do.
like what's that guy's name? John, John, the one who makes those movies like Hairspray and Crybaby.
John, what, John Waters.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah,
precisely. Waters. Good one. Thanks, mate.
dragged it.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, it's very much like a British version of one of those John Water movies because of just because of Jimmy. I mean, the 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 whole rest of it is just scenery.
Mm.
I mean, and it does relegate McGann, the the Vicar McGann into the scenery role, which is sad. And it is a waste of his incredible talents. But yeah. Uh, what about what about this movie like pissed you off, or I mean, where was there any scene per, per, or anything? Because I mean, it probably is in multiple scenes then that pisses you off, or that makes you, you know, go fuck this.
You see, James Corden thinks he is funny, and he's not.
That's what Alex says.
He is not funny one bit, but he thinks he is, and I don't know why these writers seem to give him all the limelight in these type of things when he's not really the
Huh?
main. It's Jimmy. Um,
Yeah.
he's pushed aside for Fletch
Yeah.
to shout and bawl and manhandle breasts, and I was just thinking, yeah, this isn't a horror and this isn't a comedy. This is just pure shite.
Huh. Okay.
I've heard of this movie, but I've never seen it, and so this is the first time I've sat down and watched it, and I can understand what.
And I'm sorry I'm sorry you didn't get you can't have your 90 minutes back.
I mean, and now I realise why people absolutely crap on this movie
Mm-hmm.
because it is shit. Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, James Corden can't act anyway. Um, so the best actor in it was Paul McGann, and the for me, the scenes with Paul McGann where he's just with him and his daughter. No James Corden, no Jimmy, whatever. Just him,
Mm-hmm.
wherever the vicarage or wherever, and he's got all his tools, and those scenes were great because there was a bit more dramatic acting from
It
McGann.
helps.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but as soon as the ass faced Corden turns up, as you can see, I don't like him. Um, just it takes away from the aura of McGann when that twat's there. I didn't think much to the vampires, to be honest, because they were turned pretty quick. Always thought in vampiric law that turning of a person takes a while, not like that.
Yeah, it
Um,
was just part of the curse. But I mean that was kind of the like Sean Wanar or something. Anyway, he was like he, his story was the same, but
mm,
it wasn't funny. It was definitely part of the like sexy horror genre.
I mean, sexy horror genre to me is Interview with a Vampire. That's
Or
se-
or
that's
or
sexy horror.
in, in my opinion, it's The Hunger.
And the Hunger as well. Um, was it Susan Sarandon in that and
Yeah.
Bowie? Um,
And Catherine Deneuve.
yeah,
Yeah,
sexy.
so I mean, like there is a way that sexy can be with like in the horror. I like Dracula 79, Frank
Mm,
Langella, and
one of the best.
yeah, I mean, but I you know in that, you know, he just had to say good evening, and you felt like you're,
You've been seduced.
yeah, right.
But with
And
this,
the problem is that none of these women were interested in anything other than each other,
yeah,
and there was no sort of outward facing, and so and they weren't sexing with each other. They were just, you know, kind of dancing.
but
It was
also as
like
well,
ecstasy. It was literally like MDMA. It was like these guys were in a club. That's what it was like.
also as well, they're lesbian vampires. So why would they be interested in biting men's necks?
I know. At that point, it was off base.
I mean,
Yep.
we did even get right at the end of it before the credits rolled the gay werewolf
Uh
howling up,
huh.
which apparently was going to bum him. Uh, um, this movie would have been a lot more enjoyable without James Corden in it. To be honest, because for me it's just a big turn off.
Yeah. So what would you have done if what would you have thought if it had either completely like dropped the character or out or written it for someone else,
Well,
or not written it for someone else, casted somebody else. That's what I meant.
yeah, I would say I'd have cast someone else, and I would have made Jimmy's character more more of the central character. And also as well, I would have got someone who knew how to write jokes and humor because the
Yeah.
humor just fell flat for me. It was like I don't know if you got the saying of it, a lad's mag humor.
Yeah.
That's what it was, and it didn't work. It just didn't work.
It was a locker room.
Yeah, I mean, I do like sort of saucy comedy in the frame of like Carry On movies. They
Yeah.
work. They work because it's all innuendos and. But this was just vulgar and
Yeah, I mean, you never stab a vampire and have cum come out.
well, that's what it's supposed to be, I think. But how is that when they're lesbian vampires?
I know, right?
Where did that come from?
That's just bizarre.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Just didn't gel at all for me. I mean, I sat through it all. Don't get me wrong. I didn't turn off after 20 minutes. I sat through it all. Because I'm a trooper. I don't.
'Cause you are a trooper.
I'm a trooper, and I don't give up. But then I sat there when the credits rolled, and I thought, hmm, it's going to be a hard one. This one to score. This could be the first time that, that the score meter doesn't even register.
Oh,
Oh,
oh. Yeah, I was trying to see. I was like, well, maybe if Corden was like a producer, an executive producer, maybe
yeah.
they,
I don't know. I don't
but
know if he had any.
it doesn't look like he was. It looks like they just fucked it up by yeah, he's not the exec. He's not in there at all.
It's very
So,
strange.
yep, yep.
I'm looking at the. I'm looking at
There are two writers, and if they, I don't know.
that. That can't be right. I'm just looking at the editor on this.
Yeah,
they've got the name James Herbert. Now I've just clicked onto the name.
Yeah.
Now James Herbert for me is one of the greatest horror writers of all time. He passed away in 2013, I think it was, of British horror novels. You know, The Rats, The Dark, The Spear,
Uh-huh.
The Fog, stuff like that. But it's coming up as he was the editor, but I can't see. I think maybe Wikipedia's got that wrong.
It's not the same one.
No, well, it's coming up as him on man, so it can't be
Okay,
him.
but IMDb, it's not the same one.
That's okay. So I clicked on the name and it came up as the novelist. So, but yeah,
Yeah, they also the writers haven't made the writers worked for Alan Carr.
oh God, that says a lot.
Does it? Does it really?
Alan Carr, one of the campest men on TV.
Okay. Well, that was the one of them, and then the other one was uh was also with him on the other one called Balls of Steel, which sounds like another one that's just sort of a parody cheese ball.
What a TV series?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they used to. Yeah, they used to prank celebrities on the red carpet at premieres.
Oh,
I think this is one where the squirted water in Tom Cruise's face at one point.
oh,
He wasn't very happy with that.
yeah. Well, rude.
Yeah,
Anyway, those are the two writers, and so if you want to blame the story on anybody, I'd blame it on them.
and James Corden.
James Corden. Well, you're gonna blame James Corden for anything that he's in. I have a
Ah, I just don't like the guy.
all right. Well, I'm gonna try to avoid him from now on.
Luckily, he hasn't made that many movies.
Luckily,
Luckily, I mean, look what happened to Cats, the movie. What he appeared in.
I don't know. Was that I didn't see that. Was it terrible?
It stank. It bombed.
Oh, so he hasn't been able to create something decent.
Nah, not even in Doctor Who.
Well,
I mean, I feel sorry
I,
for
I
you, American.
thought
You
I thought
Americans.
that I thought that he was okay in Doctor Who, but that's just because you paired him up with somebody in my humble opinion equally as blah. And together they did okay. I mean, fuck, that's all I could think of.
Well, as I said,
The lodger was interesting.
I I apologise because I feel sorry for you Americans who had to endure many years of James Corden um,
Uh,
hosting that
uh,
chat show.
yeah, after Stephen Colbert, James Corden was on,
Yeah,
and it went from the East Coast uh, at 12:35 over to the West Coast, which was uh, what was it, 9:35, and they could record it live then, but that's anyway.
I mean,
It
you've got.
wasn't all that great anyway. So
Mm,
like, let me just say that his chat show had some good qualities, but I know that my Alex, he sure didn't like it.
uh, I mean, we've got Matthew Horn in this, and James Corden are well known for over here for the sitcom Gavin and Stacey. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if get that over there in America, but I don't like that either, to be honest. uh, as you can see, this is where this is going. Um,
Yeah.
you got does anything stand out for you in this, or is it just one of those meh
Um,
movies?
well, I was just, I was interested in watching this one, and I know that I had suggested it a long time ago, but it just kind of came around again in the looking through the feeds and stuff, and
I'm
uh,
gonna have to
all
I'm
right,
gonna have to
but
put a stop to you suggesting things.
oh, very funny. I just, I just kind
Um,
of created it created sort of a headspace, but it didn't. I mean, I having watched it again, I'm not so sure. I I mean, I did like the humor. There were funny bits with Jimmy, and how he dealt with his rejection, and how he dealt with um the whole being surrounded by women who ostensibly were not interested in him, that kind of thing, and how unfair life seemed for poor old Jimmy, and like that that was a story that I was interested in seeing again. I've seen this a few times, and the fact that McGann played a vicar in it, that's kind of fun, and you know
I mean, I think Matthew Horn, Jimmy,
almost
I
saved it.
prefer. He wasn't given good characterization rating for it. Um,
Well, I blame the writers. Those
yeah,
two guys weren't.
but why? But why did James Corden get all the good? Is it because he bunged him some money and said, "Give me all the"?
He didn't. He's not a producer. The
Right.
problem is that they probably thought that he was the big draw, but you fuck it up like that, and you're just gonna you're gonna find out, right?
Yeah, I think say Matthew Horn should just go back to being Catherine Tate's Nan's grandson in the series.
That's
What you?
fun. That is so fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
and he has a good comedic voice in that. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't
and
know.
I have seen Gavin and Stacey, and I mean, I do kind of, yeah, but then again, there's Corden. Okay, anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to stop mentioning him, because I know that you may go into negative numbers. It's very funny.
Anything
um,
else?
yeah, I've said enough, and I think that let me see. Um, the the show, it's not well received very much. It's got a fairly low rating on IMDb,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So the yeah, it's kind of funny humor, and it's vampires, and I wanted something with vampires in it, so it got something with vampires in it, but whatever. Like I guess I'll give this about. I guess I'll ride the same kind of wave that IMDb is. It's about a 5 out of 10.
Ooh, that's a low one for you.
Yeah, it is pretty much.
Lee,
Right.
over to you. Oh my God, what's this gonna be?
Oh. You see, I like Paul McGann.
No, you do.
His talent was wasted in this. He could, um, I can't give it anything. Uh, zero, zilch.
Oh
I
my
would
God.
say it's one of
I
the. It is one of the most diabolical. I don't know, excuses for a bloody movie. It was awful. Um, I think everybody's time was wasted on this making the movie.
I'm so sorry.
Um, and I feel rotten for saying that because I say I do like McGann,
Uh-huh.
but him in this movie didn't work. Um, he should never have accepted the job. Yeah, unless he had some bills to pay, I don't know. But yeah, I'm sorry, but I just cannot score this because it is just awful. Even if I gave it one, that must mean I must have liked something. But story wise, no. Actors wise, cod, ooh, no. Uh,
Oh my God.
a big fat zero,
I
zilch.
can't believe that. That's just so low. Holy crap.
So low, it's gone below the floor.
I
Because I think this is the first time I've done a zero.
think so too.
I've gone down to a one and a two before,
Uh-huh.
but this is a zero. This is not even worth scoring, in my opinion.
I guess this is the reason that we watched it, because so I could see this.
Some people might, some people might like it. It just wasn't for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What can you say?
Huh?
Oh dear, I feel rotten. But there you go. So that's our that's our in-depth review of Lesbian Vampire Killers. Um, guys, if you've seen it and watched it, I feel sorry for you. Um, if you have, let us know what you thought of this pile of crap. Um, but that's my opinion, of course. You know, everybody's entitled to an opinion. But yeah, um, this should have been wiped off the face of the earth, burnt in a skip, in my opinion. What a load of codwallop. Yeah, but anyways, I'm digressing again. If you've seen it, leave a message on this video. Let us know what you thought of it. And if there is anybody out there who thinks this is one of the best comedy horror movies ever, what medication are you on? No, I mean, leave the comment below and let us know. We'll have fun reading the comments. Also, as well, if you'd like to join us on our little reviews like we do, leave a message on any video you come across, which we share across all social media. So just leave a message on them. If you want to join us, you've got to be 18 plus, because hence this movie, all about lesbians, vampires, tits, breasts, and all like that, bare breasts. So this is why it's got to be 18 plus. And also, if you have a working camera, a microphone, and a device you use, we'll have you on so we can see you. And also, as well, the bell notification button on our YouTube channel needs pressing, so you get notified every time we put up a classic review, just like this one, of us absolutely adoring what we've just watched.
Yeah.
Is my sarcasm coming through? Am I hiding it well?
Oh God.
Yeah. So that's it. As you can tell, we don't always give 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not one of these groups what it's 10 out of 10 every week, 10 out of 10. No, no, no. We say it like it is sometimes. So anything else, Susan, before I turn off the old
Yeah,
cinema?
the next Carmilla movie that we watch will have to be one of the real ones. So okay, just FYI.
Okay. So yeah, until next time, guys. Please be safe and don't watch this movie. Bye for now.